Thank you. So, with that note, let me just start the session. And once again, I welcome you all for the session to boost your mechanical designs with the power of AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset. I am Ajit Prabhakar, solution consultant from Tech Data. I'll be taking you across next maximum like 40 minutes, which we'll be discussing the designing standards or the methods we design using our softwares. Why do we adopt for a software, and what is the potential that you could gain by utilizing AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset? And most out of it, you'll be this session, we think it could be very much interactive. You can share us any questions if you do have anything regarding the slide or regarding the presentation. Please don't hesitate to share it across. You can share your questions in the Q&A tab and also in the chat tab. We do have Q&A for this particular session. So about my experience, I come up with a short experience of 12 years of experience handling multiple CADs and also working with automation industries. So that is a short introduction about myself. Before starting the session, I would like to spend few seconds on the safe harbor statement. The statements that we are sharing it across the presentation are based on the current features of AutoCAD 2026, and these features are expected to get to be more knowledgeable, and this session is more to be get knowledge on the features that we are sharing in. Agenda for the particular session: who we are. It explains where what tech data is doing for all our customers, and stages of design, where we'll be discussing what are the stages that actually is available from past years. Like, we are into multiple modern designing, we are into multiple methods of designing process, but these stages of designing remains the same. We'll be discussing in detail about that. Power of one AutoCAD, standardize your designing using mechanical toolset. Power of BOM. BOM is not just a small word, but it is a intelligent feature that has been inbuilt. So it is not just intelligent; it is very interactive. It gives very value added solution for us in various stages of designing, and it provides multiple criteria where we held up. Yes, we have this opportunity to get resolved by utilizing BOM. So we'll be discussing how BOM could be utilized in of AutoCAD Mechanical Toolset. Most out of it, the methods of dimensioning. The dimensionings that we want to concentrate here are more precise, because there are various methods of dimensioning, but which suits what criteria. The dimensions that speaks for us, that provides value addition, that gives the exact result of output that has been drafted in a designing paper, that comes into real life. So that gives a major advantage for the methods of designing and also methods of dimensioning, to be in precise. We do have Q&A. So yes, we if you do have any Q&A questions in your mind, how is that AutoCAD is more specific for the designing, or if you look in detail and if you need more clarity on it, you can ask your questions in the Q&A, because this session is more specific for our for you, where you will be able to get clarified with all your questions, whichever you get in. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions that are you might feel it is not relevant, it may not be correct for the current situation. Don't think like that. We prefer that this session is more to be more interactive, so please do ask your value added questions throughout the session. So, starting who we are, introduction to TD Synnex. We are the global agitator for IT products. The IT products which we handle or which we utilize day in, day out in our office life. Yes, we are the global distributors. We are being placed across the globe. We are placed in America, Europe, and APJ. We handle multiple products. Such as like 1,000+ vendors we are being connected. We are serving around 100+ countries. Most importantly, we are provided with 23,000 skilled workers. So why is that more important? These skilled workers are more efficient, and they provide our day in day out activities to get clarity or provide solution for our value added customers rather than you all. So we thank you for you to joining this session in this particular slide as well. One of the major criteria or most important thing that is that by the financial year of 2022, TD Synnex or Tech Data, we did an USD of 63 plus billion as an annual sales revenue. So I'm from DATech. DATech is a specific design software solution that is a part of different business solution in tech data. To be more precise, we are concerned on only on the designing software solutions. So if you are requiring any set of solutions relevant for softwares or relevant for any specific designing softwares, yes, we are providing you the best solution out of it. In the process of APJ and APAC, we are value-added distributors for Autodesk Business, which is more required because we deliver or our mission is to support our value-added customers and vendors to be successful in their business of by utilizing the DA Tech solution that has been offered. And one of the criteria which we always prefer is that we innovate, we evolve, and we deliver our portfolios through value-added services continuously. So you can provide or you can access our value-added services by reaching out to the exact partners, and they'll be connecting us shortly. And this is all about TD Synnex. Now, taking you across the stages of designing. Currently, what type of stages that we always prefer or we adopt for the designing is that we create a conceptual process, we work on the conceptual process, we get approved on that, and next we go on to the exact designing process. But here, that is being evolved to the next stages, completing your designing, which is more important, which includes your conceptual data, or which is also meant to be more effective on providing and validating your designs on a day in, day out activities. So by utilizing the specific object that adheres your designing terms is what is more important by the terms of designing process. So that is more important because we evolve these stages, we work on these stages on a multiple terms rather than spending their time or working on the process where it simplifies and helps you to create new designs based on these standards. Handling the existing data, it helps you to convert your existing data using the intelligent data such as BOMs that is based on the drawings that are being created. So whatever designs you do create, it is not just the drafting method, or it is not just the drafting data which we work in, but instead it is more important like you are implementing the intelligent data on your designs. So for that, we are helping you, or this process has been always been added in your designs for your regular activities. Leveraging the powerful tools, the powerful tool that utilizes the power of annotations in your drawings and increases your productivity. So when we speak of annotations, the annotations that have been read by a person who is not even who even doesn't know how to create a software or work on the software, but he is helping us to completely move or completely create a exact raw material, exact product from the raw material by just looking out of our drawing sheets. So it is so important. So our designing team or our fabrication team or even our project team is validating our drawings day in, day out. So last one is the creating the smart annotations. So it is not just working on the drawing features, adding dimensions, but it is also more than out of it. We are utilizing the smart ballooning feature that creates smart annotations in the drafting. So using of a ballooning inside your drawings is now it is more required because we can find these sets of drawing annotations and these sets of drawing features are being repeatedly done. So when we are working on a multiple stages of assemblies, multiple stages of parts and sub assemblies, we can find there are multiple mixes of annotations are to be added. So this ballooning feature helps us to clarify the assemblies, sub assemblies, and also parts in our detailed drawing features. So why don't we use a perfect tool that helps us to make multiple automation, may helps us on creating multiple customizations, and also works on various standards in our drawing. So when we speak out of it, we are providing you the perfect solution, that is AutoCAD specialized toolset. AutoCAD specialized toolset that comes up with a solution of seven softwares integrated: mechanical, architecture, electrical, MEP, plan 3D, map 3, and raster design. So in this particular session, we are going to explain you about mechanical toolset that comes up with an added advantage of utilizing 7 lakh library components that are more intelligent, more effective, and more feature enabled. So these 7 lakh library components are being inbuilt when you get installed inside your software. So you don't have to create your parts in a basic manner, but here by utilizing AutoCAD mechanical toolset, it is more effective enough that helps you to provide a perfect solution on designing and drafting, and most importantly automating your designing task. The next one is the automating your general bill of materials and also machine components, which is more important because we can integrate with the designing features for your designing purpose. So that resolves your designing time, and most out of it, how much time you spend on a drawing or even in your project, that matters for us. So if we are able to give you a solution that could actually leverage or reduce your entire timing on your designing, that will be more effective for us. And yes, AutoCAD mechanical toolset is one among the best out of it that saves your value addition of your time that is being spent on the project and also on your designs. So, how to standardize your designs? When we speak of standardizations, AutoCAD is a best solution out of it because we are working on multiple standards in AutoCAD, starting with the terms or how you can actually control your designings in your drawings. There we can find there are list of standardized features that are available. The standardization plays a vital role on controlling your geometries in your drawings. Saving time on configuring the standards and in non-mechanical drawings is also a tedious task. So when we create our drawing, it is not just we are going to work on the purpose of the designing, but also it helps us to work on standardized drawings and convert them based on the standards that have been required. Here, the standard based drawings are meant to follow the industry standards such as ANSI, ISO, DIN, and much more. There are around 13 plus standards that are available for our designing purpose, which we are utilizing day in, day out of our organization. AutoCAD mechanical software that has a tool where you can find the AutoCAD drawings are being created based on the standards that have been maintained. So when we are working on the perfect solution of designing, yes, we need to maintain these standards so that our drawings are very much accurate and more crisp, precise on the methods which we are working in. So when we speak of the standards, as I said before, the methods of single place where you set up your entire specifications. So the standardizations follows as the same methods which we follow. Customization is is a best part of entire software, but do you require customization? Yes, we all do, right? We are all working on the better out of it, where we can find there are multiple standardized methods and more standardizing components are required for not in day in day out, but in our entire month of a project or even in a day of a project. You can find this method of customization, this method of standardizations are more required. You can assign the layer geometries, you can change how the dimensions are to be displayed, selecting the welding annotations and the symbol libraries, defining the informations in the BOM. So when we speak of these characters, yes, for sure, we'll be spending lot of time on designing or even drafting all those techniques. So we don't have to spend time on those features. That is being resolved by utilizing the mechanical standard libraries that are available. Next, in terms of standardizing your mechanical drawings, the most out of it is that you have to define all the parameters in one place, right? So where there are multiple parameters that have been involved, an object that helps on your project settings or even the property settings and customizations that have been required on that helps you to automatically assign the specified layers based on whatever characters you do work in. So by utilizing the customization part or in the template that have been enabled here, you'll be able to import and AutoCAD mechanical drawings into the drawing feature. The templates are being controlled here based on the standards whichever we do work in. So the time you spend on the drawing, it is more important for us so that you'll be able to completely much more effective and more productive manner to increase your efficiency. Next, in terms of BOM, the BOM which has more power on our designing because it has the entire process of designing that we are spending in. So what if I say you there are difference between uh, table and BOM? So how many of you are utilizing or working on a table? Just let me know. If you can also raise your hands if you are able to give customization. So, do you work on like table creation or do you work on automatic bill of material manner? So, what does a table gives you? A table is a self-contained data of an object. So, it would be a manual entered data where the rows and columns are being created in a multiple array of process, and it helps you to calculate the quantity cost of a component manually. So it is a manual process. No automatic process has been enabled here. But in terms of BOM creation in AutoCAD mechanical toolset, it is a complete intelligent feature that helps you to create an entire table that contains information of a part inside the drawing. There are several BOMs that could be extracted in by just linking to the table. And most importantly, the part and the assemblies, the components which we create here that are also included into BOM automatically. It is an easy method of calculating the BOM, and it helps you to automate your bill of materials in a perfect method of your designing. So this is a best example where you can find you're creating your designs or you're working on the normal table or you're working on the process of BOM that have been linked for your designs. So whenever you create something, some are relevant to your designs, just make a note. If you're working on table, that is a manual process. But if you're working on AutoCAD mechanical toolset, there are multiple automation process that have been enabled that you can spend time on. So how to create a BOM that works in the mechanical drawing? That starts with the database that have been stored. So you can find there are different set of databases that have been stored in the drawing. That includes your templates, or even it includes your description, that includes your property name, that includes your set of annotations and much more. There are also another set of process that have been enabled that includes your content of your part list and also your bill of materials. So there is a difference between the bill of materials and also the part list. So the part list, they are the integrated AutoCAD tables, we can say. So it contains all the database of the part list, and the part list displays the data inside the BOM. So you can also refer this part list that contains your item number, your quantity, your description, and also the materials and much more. The part lists are more important, that gets linked for your designs for your next stages for your designing process. Importing the data from the table to mechanical BOM or we can say it is more important because we can find there are multiple stages of the designings that have been enabled for the designing process. So when you create an excel out of the AutoCAD, say for example there is a purchase department that have created their entire existing raw material database from which we have to create your drawings. So what do we do now? We don't have to spend time on validating those part list and retyping or validating your entire part list based on the BOMs. But here you can directly import those data into our mechanical library or into our drawing that AutoCAD can help you on importing in Excel and modifying the part list into your BOMs. That saves your valid time. So this is how your entire set of progress is being involved, including your parts of creating your BOM and connecting your part list and BOM, and most importantly, importing the data of table into mechanical BOM. So it is not just a part of step-by-step process, but instead it is a different stages of uh, validation that has been involved, where you'll be able to design and draft your entire drawings in a much more effective manner. Next is the smart ballooning features. So we just saw how BOMs have been included. So why not we create our balloons much more smarter? There are different stages of annotations, and there are different stages of smart ballooning features that have been enabled here. By utilizing the smart ballooning feature, you'll be able to access the balloons under certain tabs. So we have the annotation tab where you will be able to add your balloons into your drawings. So the benefits of the balloons is that you can easily place them across the drawing. So it is automatically built in, connected to the BOM. So if there is any BOM attached to that particular drawing, you can find the BOM balloons are getting connected to that BOM, and it solves your time. BOM is being associated with an annotation where you'll be able to automatically set them to active annotation type. And you can also override the settings that helps you to create various types of annotations in a single click. So there are unique styles of bill of material stages that have been created. For sure, you'll be able to create those slides and save your time for your entire designing process. Next is organizing the bill of smart balloons. It is not just placing the balloons in a random manner, but there are certain methods of placing the balloons that actually helps you to give a clarity on the assembling methods, and that could save your time. Create and arrange the bill of materials horizontally, on vertically, or even at an angle which is being required, or you can also place that particular balloon around the part list. So these are the different types of annotation placing the ballooning features that have been available, that saves your time. And you can change the appearance and shapes of the balloon based on the importance. So for example, if there are different types of ballooning features, say for example you need to create the balloons for inspection only, so you do want to create the balloons based on different types of ballooning standards. Yes, you have those data types that have been enabled that would save your time on creating and clarifying your designs for your designing stages, so that you can have a very different perspective of your drawing based on the stages it has to be assembled on your drawings. All those features could be clearly visible here. Next is methods of the dimensioning. As I said before, dimensioning is not just adding a value for your entire blocks that you have created or the shapes which you have created, but the dimension is an art of your designing. So that you there are different types of annotations that are available. So these types of dimensions that include in your drawing have to have a specific configuration method. There are different types of steps of annotations are also involved in designing, where each and every designing or each and every dimensions that serves their own purpose. So when you are having the methods of saving your time, and there are different types of annotations, you will have the different types of dimensions available. What are the types that have been enabled, and it saves your time. So you can add the dimensions in a single command, such as your linear, angular, radial, and also diametric. There are also different types of dimensions that are being included, that includes your baseline and also your chain dimensions. So when we seek the differences between the two options, starting with your linear or angular or even radial or even diametric, they stand different when we compare the types of dimensions, such as your baseline or even the chain dimensions. So what are those that saves your value is that, starting with the dimension styles. So whenever we just create any specific dimensions or any specific parameters, we have to know what are all the types of dimensions that you could provide in. It is not just adding the values, but there are fits and tolerances that could be added inside your drawing. And most effectively, these sets of fits and tolerances are already predefined and available for your designing purpose. So you don't have to memorize any specific table, and if you want to validate them, yes, AutoCAD has an inbuilt feature to give you a clarity on the holes or even the fits and the tolerances that you have created will satisfy your need or not. So this helps you have various methods on choosing the exact value for your dimensions, that saves your time and resolves your entire process. As I said before, tolerance is a different set and fit is a different set of dimension. So you can find the values when you specify 60 H7, the representation will that save solve your parameter, or will that be able to give you a clarity on what type of tolerances you have worked in. Yes, you have this. We have this fit list table that have been inbuilt inside your AutoCAD. You can always place your fit and the fit list inside your drawing directly. This gives you a clarity where the nominal sizes that have been involved, the clearances that has been involved, if you're selecting the hole and if you're selecting the shaft, what type of tolerances does you do have to select, that you have this clarity. Our drawings will be very much accurate, very much precise. So you will be able to select the exact need of the shaft, exact need of the fit, exact fit of the tolerances, all those data that you don't have to memorize them. These data are already inbuilt in AutoCAD. You have to just select them and proceed on adding them into your drawings. The layout of the dimensions, there are different types of scaling your dimensions and adding your scale areas for your dimensions. You can set your dimension manner or the annotation manner based on your needs. So the text scales will also get automatically increased and moves across whenever you move that particular part in your drawing. These are the types of modifying your dimensions. So if you try to modify any dimensions, you don't have to go on delete anymore. You have to just select the cursor and move it across. For example, we have this dimension joint option, which helps you to uh, join two different dimensions in a single click. So you have to select the first dimension, and you want to select where do you want to create the dimension for. So that helps you to automatically join two dimensions and give you the one specific value for your dimension. And you can also create the dimension break feature or even the dimension align feature. So the dimension break feature acts as similar for the dimension join, but it is a bit difficult, bit different. It breaks your dimensions into two. It is not just the exact two. It helps you to give a clarity on which point you want to break the dimension. That will be a major criteria that is more effective on your dimensioning features as well. The aligning feature, say for example, you have created different dimensions on a different alignment. You have to just select the dimensions and you can find the alignment or get done in a single click and very clean manner. So this your process of the dimensioning that has been spent on your drawings for the method of dimensioning is no longer required and more effective method for your dimensioning features.